I'm Ashlyn and you're watching Bliss Ayoshima's channel. Today is going to be a really good day because it was a really great day at work. Like, I had a full shift. It was 8 hour long, so that's a full shift. And woo, it kind of went by, it seemed to go by really fast. But enough about work, let's get on to the story. Of course, this title's got you wondering, girl, what are you talking about? Like, what did you learn? What did you learn? What was it? Okay, here we go. So, it was last year. Now, last year I was in 12th grade, so I was in my second year of 12th grade or whatever. I had this friend, and we're gonna call her Andrea. So Andrea was my friend in school, and we had drama class together. And let me tell you something, this girl here, she is lit. Like, if she ever watches this video, she's gonna know that this video is about her. So kudos to you, girl, and thank you for teaching me this lesson without knowing about it. I had got dropped off at McDonald's one morning for breakfast, and Andrea was there. And when I saw Andrea at McDonald's, she was there with two other girls. Now, these two other girls, I didn't really know them, but I knew that they went to my school. When I sat down, they were already talking about like skipping school or whatever. So I was like, you know, I haven't skipped school since 3rd grade. And if you guys want to hear that story time, just leave a comment down below and I will do a story time about that. It's not that interesting, but I will tell you about the time that I skipped school a full day in 3rd grade. Leave it down below if you want to hear it. They're chit-chatting about like skipping school. Now, the plan was they were gonna go to Andrea's house, which was on an island here where I live. Now, if you know where I live, then you know about Blythe Island. And my destination, ooh, let's just get on to the story now, shall we? We go to Andrea's house, and, you know, I find out, you know, on the way there that they are not staying, the people with the vehicle that got us on this island. Yeah, so then the plan changed from us going there together to us getting dropped off and me waiting for Andrea's boyfriend to get there so that way they can hang out or whatever. That was the real reason why she wanted to skip, was to see her boyfriend, which I would do the same thing too. Like, come on now, babe. Like, I'm skipping school for anybody who is willing to come to me, and I don't want to go to school that day. So Andrea and I, we had that plan, and we were like, oh my gosh, yes, this is gonna work. It's gonna work, woo! So, you know, me and her, we're at our house, and like, we're literally turning up. Like, we got music playing on the boombox, and we're like dancing around and stuff like that. And we went into, basically, I had like a house tour. I even went in her room, and she had some shoes. Like, oh my gosh, her house was so big. Like, it was big, and well, big to me. If it wasn't big to her, it was big to me, okay? And it was a beautiful house. Like, it was nice. So, you know, we're turning up, whatever, and she says, hey, can I borrow your phone so I can FaceTime my boyfriend? I said, yeah, sure. FaceTime him. I mean, you need to. I'm here with no ride. So yeah, do that. She FaceTimes him, and he tells us that he won't be able to come because his mom slashed his tires. So we got that devastating news, and you know, I was just like,
oh, okay, all right, well, oh boy, this is not gonna go too well for me.
I was like, gotta think, got it. I'm gonna hit up my best friend. Now, we're gonna call her Elise for this video. I call Elise and I say, hey, I'm on this island, girl, and you know what? I have no ride. Do you think that you can come up to Andrea's house and, you know, come pick me up, please? Do you know your way on this island? Oh yeah, girl, I know what I said. Like, that's not how she really talked, but just imagine. Yeah, girl, like, I know what I said. Okay, yeah, I'll come get you. All right, thanks. So, the plan from that point was my best friend Elise is gonna come to this island. She's gonna pick me up. Everything is gonna be fine. I'm gonna make it to my destination and everything's gonna look normal, look like I went to school until I get a call or whatever. But that's just something that I was gonna worry about for another time, of course, but I didn't have to worry about that. Wow. The plan was I go wait for her at the end of the street. Now, the way that this was set up was, it was her house here, there's a long road here, but at this long road, there's another long road that goes all the way to like the friggin' front or whatever. She tells me, hey, wait at the end of the street and I'll come get you. And I said, thank God. Thank you. I'm standing there, you know, waiting for her. Huh? Oh, is that her? Oh, no. Is that her? No. Okay. Well, I didn't have cellular data on my phone. I used to be the bum Wi-Fi. And I was bumming off the Wi-Fi. So I walked back to Andrea's house and I was like, hey, Andrea, I need to borrow the Wi-Fi real quick. And she looked at me and she goes, dang, you got that quick. What are you talking about? I was at the end of the street. Oh, no, not that street, the other street. I was supposed to be waiting at the one at the front, but I was standing here at this one. So I ended up going and I was like, what? And I get a message from her, from Elise, and she was like, yo, I don't see you. I don't see you. So I drove off. Now, the problem with this is, jumping back to what this is about. I skipped school, so therefore, I could not call my grandmother and say, hey, can you pick me up off Blythe Island? What were you doing on Blythe Island? Would have been the question. So, I took it upon myself that there was only only one way to get off of this island, and that is to walk. I am gonna walk off of Blythe Island all the way to my destination. And let me tell you something. I end up walking down the road, you know, just, it wasn't even jolly. Like, it wasn't even a jolly walk. Like, it was literally just like a very sad walk. And, you know, I was devastated because I was like, I could have got a ride off of Blythe Island instead of walking all the way to the teen center. Like, why? So I'm walking, and I'm trying to pay attention. I don't know my way off Blythe Island, so that was something that, you know, was like, oh girl, I'm very overwhelmed right now because I don't know where I'm going. Sure enough, I was very clarified. Is that even how you use it? Well, it was clarified that I did not know where I was going. I walked to this lady that was just passing by on a go-kart with some kids, and I say, "Ma'am, do you know where the exit to Blythe Island is?" She looks at me and she says, "Oh, honey, you're about 5 miles away from it." 5 miles away from it. It was something that I really did hate the most about it, was that I was 5 miles away from the exit. But let me tell you something. She was in the back of Blythe Island, which, if you've ever been on Blythe Island, you know that Blythe Island isn't small. So I had to cross over one bridge, I had to cross over another bridge, and I had to cross through the highway where all these freaking like snakes and hazardous things were happening and things like that of the sort. And I'm just thinking in my mind like, oh my God, I'm just gonna die out here. You know, like that type of stuff. Because I'm just nervous. Like, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just walking off of Blythe Island like I don't stink. And that was something that I really regret, because I ended up walking all the way off of Blythe Island to the teen center, and that was a super duper far walk, if you've ever walked that far. Like, oh. But it taught me a very valuable lesson. Stay in school, kids, because if you don't, you'll end up walking off of a very far long journey, and skipping school isn't worth it. And I never skipped school ever since then. There's a story time to what happened in the end, but I tell you what, I'd never skip school ever again. So if you guys enjoyed this story time, please don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. And don't forget to check out my links down in the description below, because that's where I'm most frequent. If I'm not frequent on YouTube, I'm frequent on my Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and yeah. Peace.